Okay, let's go over the peek functionality. So the peek functionality with Java Streams, its primary use and recommended use based on the Java documentation is for debugging only, but technically for the implementation right now, it can be used for any time that you want to execute code on an object that will not change that object. So here, for example, for the for loop, for this example, we'll just do the most common use, which is just to output the item in the list. So here, we just do a for each on the list for each item in the list. We want to just output that item. And then here, we'll see it just outputs all the items in the list. All right. So now let's do the same thing with the stream function. And then here, we'll just do list.stream. Then we'll do a peek. And then here, we just define what we want to do with that. And we'll pass it the lambda function. Same thing, output that item. And then here, we'll have to add a terminal operation. And we can just do a count. You could also do a collect to list or whatever you want. And here we, oh, forgot to uncomment it. So right here. Okay, try that again. Okay, there we go. Now, one thing to note is if you're trying to think about it just in this for loop function kind of way, you would assume this way would work as well because you don't even use that count at the end. So you would assume this way works. Now, if we run it, we'll notice that end output doesn't actually output anything. And the reason is that in the background it optimizes it and it doesn't even run this code because it notices that you're not even requiring an output. It's not even generating an output. There's no terminal operator. So it just totally skips over that piece of code. So here you just need to add a terminal. It can be a for each, or here we can do a collectors to list. And even if we're not using this list, it will force it to run that peek, and then we'll see the output again. And there we go.